guys, welcome to yet another wonderful session of learning with Prepclass. My name is Tutor Olalegon Israel, your Prepclass tutor, and I am super excited for us to go on this journey of learning together. Now, in today's video, we will be answering the WAEC English 2019 past questions, question 36 to question 40. Remember, the purpose of this session is to help you prepare for your WAEC examination. So, let's begin. Before we start, kindly take a moment of your time to subscribe to this channel so you can have free access to numerous educational materials like this ones. Okay, let's start. Question 36. Question 36. The instruction reads, from the words lettered A to D below each of the following sentences, choose the word or group of words that is nearest in meaning to the underlined word as it is used in the sentences. Choose the word or group of words that is nearest in meaning to the underlined word. Now the words we have here are in bold, they are not underlined. So we have to choose the word or group of words that is nearest in meaning to the words in bold as it is used in the sentences. Question 36 reads, Charles's consent for Amina is affected. The word in bold here is affected. So the options we have are insincere, incorrect, weak, and unfair. Remember, we have to choose the word or group of words that is nearest in meaning to the word in bold. The word in bold here is affected. So Charles's consent for Amina is insincere. Or Charles's consent for Amina is incorrect. Or Charles's consent for Amina is weak. Or Charles's consent for Amina is unfair. Now, let's take a look at the options and their meanings. Insincere means not expressing genuine feelings. Insincere means not expressing genuine feelings or to be fake. So, could it be that Charles's concern for Amina is insincere? Like his concern for Amina is ingenuine? Or his concern for Amina is fake? Incorrect means to be inappropriate, to be wrong. So, is it that Charles's concern for Amina is wrong? Weak means to lack strength, power, and energy. It also means to be unconvincing. So does it mean that Charles's concern for Amina is weak? Does it mean that Charles's concern for Amina is lacking power and energy, or it's unconvincing? Now, unfair means to be unjust, to be biased, to be one-sided. So does it mean that Charles's concern for Amina is one-sided, or is it biased? Affected means to be influenced, to be pretentious just to impress, to be fake or insincere. Insincere means not expressing genuine feelings or to be fake. Now, if part of the definition of affected is insincere, the answer to this question is insincere. Charles's concern for Amina is insincere. Probably Charles's concern for Amina is because he has a crush on her, not because he is really concerned. So his concern for Amina is insincere. It is affected. So the answer to this question is insincere. Moving on to the next question, question 37. Remember, we have to select the option that is nearest in meaning to the meaning of the word in bold. Now, question 37 reads, corporal punishment is meant to be a deterrent to indiscipline. Corporal punishment is meant to be a deterrent to indiscipline. Now, the word in bold is deterrent. Now, the options we have are remedy, measure, discouragement, and prevention. Corporal punishment is meant to be a remedy to indiscipline. Corporal punishment is meant to be a measure to indiscipline. Corporal punishment is meant to be a discouragement to indiscipline. Corporal punishment is meant to be a prevention to indiscipline. So which of these options is the nearest in meaning to deterrent? Now, let's take a look at the meaning of the options one after the other. Remedy means to rectify, to make good. Do you rectify indiscipline? No, we do not rectify indiscipline. Measure is the plan taken to achieve a particular purpose, an action, a means. Corporal punishment is meant to be a means to indiscipline. It's meant to be a measure to indiscipline. No, that is wrong. Discouragement is an attempt to prevent something by showing disapproval. An attempt to prevent something by showing disapproval. Deterrent. So the answer to this question is definitely discouragement, because deterrent is part of the explanation for the word discouragement. It is an attempt to prevent something by showing disapproval. It is not prevention, because prevention is the act of stopping something from happening. Now, it is not possible to stop indiscipline, but indiscipline can be discouraged. Corporal punishment is meant to be a deterrent to indiscipline. It is supposed to be a discouragement to indiscipline. Now, deterrent in this context means to discourage. Now, when people are being flogged or punished, it is meant to discourage them from being indisciplined. So, the answer to this question is discouragement. Corporal punishment is meant to be a deterrent, is meant to be a discouragement to indiscipline. Indiscipline can be prevented or stopped, it can be discouraged, and corporal punishment is part of the measures to discourage indiscipline. So corporal punishment is meant to be a discouragement, it's meant to be a deterrent to indiscipline. Right, moving on to the next question, question 38. The new bank is fast becoming insolvent. Remember, we have set the option that is nearest in meaning to the word in bold. Now, the word in bold here is insolvent. Now, the options we have are inactive, ineffective, bankrupt, and lax. So, the new bank is fast becoming inactive. So, the new bank is fast becoming ineffective. The new bank is fast becoming bankrupt. The new bank is fast becoming lax. Which of these options is the nearest in meaning to insolvent? Now, the first thing we are going to do is to define insolvent. Now, insolvency is a type of financial distress, meaning the financial state in which a person or entity is no longer able to pay the bills or other obligations. Insolvency is a type of financial distress, meaning the financial state in which a person or entity is no longer able to pay the bills or other obligations. So the new bank is fast becoming insolvent. Now, let's take a look at the meaning of the options one after the other. Inactive means to be inoperational, not functioning. Ineffective means to be unproductive, unsuccessful. Bankrupt is the inability of a person or organization to pay their debts. Bankruptcy is the inability of a person or organization to pay their debt. Lax means to be careless, to be slack, to be careless, negligent. So, going by the meaning of insolvency, which is a financial distress, meaning the financial state in which a person or entity is no longer able to pay the bills or other obligations. Bankruptcy is the inability of a person or organization to pay their debts. So the answer to this question is bankrupt. The new bank is fast becoming insolvent. The new bank is fast becoming bankrupt. They can no longer pay their debts. So moving on to the next question, question 39. He did all he could to defend his master. Remember, we have to select the option that is nearest in meaning to the word in bold. The word in bold here is defend. He did all he could to defend his master. A. He did all he could to fortify his master. B. He did all he could to secure his master. C. He did all he could to protect his master. D. He did all he could to cover his master. Now, the first thing we are going to do is to define the word in bold, which is defend. To defend means to resist an attack made on someone or something. To resist an attack. To protect from harm or danger. Imagine yourself like a Chinese master, like a Kung Fu master, and some enemies, some antagonists want to attack you, want to harm you, but your students come to defend you. They resist the attack. So the word defend means to resist an attack made on someone or something, to protect from harm or danger. So let's take a look at the meanings of the options one after the other. Fortify. Fortify means to provide with defensive mechanisms, to toughen. If somebody is going to war, if you're giving him the necessary defensive mechanism he or she needs, you are fortifying the person. Somebody is going to war, you're giving him a bulletproof, you're giving him a shield, you are fortifying the person, you're providing with defensive mechanisms to toughen up. Secure means to make safe by protecting or guarding. When you secure something, you are making the thing safe by protecting it or guarding it. You are keeping it away from danger. You are protecting it. You are securing it. Protect means to keep safe from harm and injury. Cover means to hide or shield. Now, the answer to this question is protect. He did all he could to defend his master. He did all he could to protect his master. Remember, defend means to resist an attack made on someone or something, to protect from harm or danger. To protect, emphasis on protect. Defend means to protect from harm or danger. Now, protect means to keep safe from harm and injury. So the answer to this question is protect. He did all he could to protect his master. He did all he could to defend his master. Moving on to the next question. Question number 40. Question 40 reads, I hope the principal will be gracious enough to forgive us. Remember, we have to select the option that is nearest in meaning to the word in bold. The word in bold here is gracious. The options we have are cordial, polite, merciful, and gentle. I hope the principal will be cordial enough to forgive us. I hope the principal will be polite enough to forgive us. I hope the principal will be merciful enough to forgive us. I hope the principal will be gentle enough to forgive us. Now, let's take a look at the meaning of gracious. To be gracious means to be forgiving, to be lenient, to be merciful, to be compassionate. So let's take a look at the options one after the other. Cordial means to be friendly, formal, and polite. Polite means to be well-mannered. You are courteous. Merciful means to treat with kindness and forgiveness. Gentle means to have or to show a kind, mild temperament and character. Mild temperament and character. Now, going by the definition of gracious, gracious means to be forgiving, lenient, merciful. Merciful, emphasis on merciful, to be compassionate. Now, the answer to this question is merciful. Now, merciful means to treat with kindness and forgiveness. So, I hope the principal will be merciful enough to forgive us. You have committed an offense, so it is left to the principal to show mercy, to not punish you. So I hope the principal will be gracious enough. I hope the principal will be merciful enough to forgive us. Cordial is inappropriate. Polite is inappropriate. Gentle is inappropriate. The answer to this question is merciful. And with that, we've come to the end of this wonderful session. Thank you for always being with us. Do not forget to join us on WhatsApp. Kindly join us on WhatsApp. Connect with us on WhatsApp. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like and comment. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.